Hello everyone, welcome back to Etc. And today we have another Etc. Space Program tutorial. Today we have a special episode planned as we have a double header tutorial. The only reason why I'm doing this is because the rockets are super similar and would be kind of pointless to make two videos out of it. But today we have the Volstok rocket on my left here, and on my right, the Voskhod rocket. Both Soviet rockets, very similar in name and in shape. But the Volstok rocket was the first rocket to send humans to outer space. The first payload was Yuri Gagarin, the first man ever in space. And as you can see on my far left, the Mercury Redstone, which was sent the first American into space. But as the Soviets were leading in the space race until Saturn V and the moon, these two were very groundbreaking rockets as the Soviets sent the first man into the moon, sent the first man in space, not to the moon, and then sent the first multi-crewed spacecraft in the Voskhod rocket, here, behind me. And then also on the Voskhod 2 mission, the first spacewalk ever. So these are two very groundbreaking rockets, but two very similar rockets at the same time. So just going to be doing the same tutorial together for both of them. But with that out of the way, I would like to ask for comments and suggestions of what tutorials we should do next for the Etc. Space Program here. Anything space related, so rockets, rovers, or probes, or even Star Wars stuff, doesn't matter. But with that out of the way, and me asking you to subscribe, do it now. Let's get into the tutorial, shall we? So, most early Soviet rockets were very similar to each other. As you can see, the Sputnik rocket here is similar shape and form to the Volstok and Voskhod rockets. But the bases are exactly the same, so right now, where we get into the tutorial, whether you're building Volstok or Voskhod, same exact base here, and you're gonna want to watch it either way, and then later on in the video, you can skip for the second stage. But for the engines here, we have anvils, and I've used anvils on the Sputnik, RN-1, and then now on the Volstok and Voskhod rockets, as they're quite cool engines, or not quite cool engines, they look quite cool as engines, as, you know, that metal metallic-y look, and, you know, they just have that shape, whatever, they just look like engines to me, at least. So, that's what we'll be using as our engines, and fun fact, the reason why, the Volstok rocket got upgraded to the Voskhod was because the engines kept on stalling. There's a pun in there. Figure it out. But actually, some other blocks will be light gray concrete, lime terracotta, white concrete, and then smooth quartz stairs, along with other bits and bobs for the payload that will vary a little bit in between rockets. But over here at the launch pad, we can start the tutorial finally. So, pick a center block. This will be mine here. So, center block here. And go one block out on each side. So, one block, boom, boom, boom. And place an anvil one block out on each side. And take out that anvil. And for each of these anvils that you've just placed, make a, you know, kind of plus sign shape or circular shape, leaving out the middle block. So boom, boom, boom. So this side, and then the anvils that you placed first off are the interior interior anvil, so you want to place the rest of the anvils going the opposite way. So this will be the center of the rocket. These will be on the outside. So boom, 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 and boom, boom. Oops, boom, boom. So just like so. And then on top of all of the anvils, place, well, I guess all of them, place, what is this called? Light gray concrete. So on top of all of the anvils, placing light gray concrete. And then this corner block here, put a block of light gray concrete there as well. And then do that on all sides. As the stage 1 boosters, as these, or this is the foundation of the stage 1 boosters. I'm sorry, my speak is very bad. Alright, so, flying back over here, you will get your lime terracotta, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up, and then light gray concrete on top of that. So, flying all the way back over here, I really need to make them closer soon. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and light gray concrete on top. So, just the same thing all the way around. Pretty straightforward, if I do say so myself. But just bring it up all the way around. 4 blocks up, and just do the edges. Filling, you can fill it in, of course. There's no need to. There's no need to, and there's no need not to. It just, I say don't do it, because it does make it a wee bit more confusing, or at least for my simple small brain. Alright, so now, light gray concrete all on top here. So boom, 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 boom. So this is the base of our Volstok and Voskhod rocket. And then whipping out the white concrete here, it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. And then on top of that, it's all smooth quartz stairs. So, a little bit like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then smooth quartz stair on top. And then it just goes the same thing all the way around. So I will just speed up the footage here because there's no point of showing the same thing just going over and over again. So let's do that now. Alrighty, so this is most of the first stage of the rocket done. Well, most of the side boosters. Here, just gonna show the smooth quartz stairs because it can get a little bit tricky. So, put in 1 block in the corners so you can curl around the stairs so they do look a bit more complete. So, just like so. Oops. Just like so. And make sure all the stairs are facing outwards. Next up, I'm gonna zip back over here. Make a square in the center with the white concrete going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So, gonna zip back over here. So a 3x3 square on top of these corners. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this goes up 9 to 10 blocks. I'm gonna do 10 just because it's a more even number and is more simple for my small brain to comprehend. So up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then just do the same thing for all the sides, as the base of this rocket, not the payload, is 100% radially symmetrical on all sides. Not all. It's radially symmetrical, let's just say that. I know that's the name for it, I'm just not sure what the super specific name for it. You know what? Back to the tutorial. No geometry. My brain's already cooked enough. Next up here, the part where the boosters kind of tail off to a kind of small tip. It goes up 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks. Well, this just goes all the way up to the very top, and this goes up halfway. Because I did this 10 blocks instead of 9. Doesn't matter too much, it's 1 block off. It won't throw off the entire thing. So this just goes all the way up, and then, since this is 10 blocks, this will be 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then put a smooth quartz stair on top, and then break that one and put a smooth quartz stair there. So same thing here. Same thing on all sides, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smooth quartz stair. Smooth quartz stair. So, boom, boom. Oops. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stair. Stair. Same thing. It's just the same thing on all sides. I don't even know why I'm showing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But good practice, I guess. Alright. So, that is the base of the rocket actually done. That's the first stage of the rocket entirely done. So, this is where there's differentiation between the Volstok and the Voskhod rocket. So, now we will continue on with the Volstok rocket, and there should either be a timestamp on screen or, you know, in the actual YouTube play bar designating where the top of the Voskhod rocket tutorial will start, as if you just want to build the Voskhod rocket. If you want to build the Volstok rocket, stay around. Or if you want to build both of them, stay around. But here we'll get some detailed blocks in, like iron bars, polished andesite, some iron trapdoors, levers, and then even some dispensers. I don't have the inventory space for it, but whatever. So, going back over here, remember this is the Volstok rocket that we're doing, not the Voskhod. And anvil in the center here, this is the second stage booster. And iron bars all the way around, as this is the decoupler. Now, hold up, just trying to recall. Alright, now in a plus sign shape, put the white concrete, only one layer of it. Okay, my render distance is too low, or I'm just too far away. And then polished andesite on top, and light gray concrete on top of that. And then 1, 2, 3 blocks of lime concrete going upwards in the same plus sign pattern, and then an extra block on top. So, that is most of the tutorial, basically. And put some levers on the back here to make these trapdoors fold up, as this is kind of, you know, the cockpit of the whole rocket. And then just throw in some details like levers here, some buttons, buttons here and there, boom, boom, and just kind of, I'm not super great at doing in-depth details, but just do some buttons here, and then a I cannot spell, wait, I have that, here, dispenser, I swear I can spell. And then dispenser on top, as that is part of the cockpit as well. As the Volstok and Voskhod cockpits were very odd, the Voskhod cockpit was basically just a bigger version of the Volstok cockpit. and they are both extremely cramped and so tiny, and they're kind of ridiculous. They're like small versions of the bathysphere, if anybody knows what that is. Just a circular metal ball with space in it that people can sit in, that's pressurized so you don't explode. But that is it for the Volstok rocket. Hopefully you enjoyed. And make sure to leave a comment down below if you want to see more, and what tutorials you guys want to see next. But this is not the end of the video, as you may notice, because next up is the Voskhod rocket. So stick around if you want to see how to build the payload of that. If not, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Okay, so here, now we are doing the payload for the, or upper stage, I should say, not payload, well, kind of both, for the Voskhod rocket. So either you skip to this part, or you want to see how to build this as well, along with the Volstok rocket. Whatever the reason, thank you for your watch time. But, now we get into some detailed blocks, like on the Volstok upper stage, that if you didn't see that. But we get some iron bars, we get another anvil, some orange concrete, white concrete, lime terracotta, similar color palette from down below, light gray concrete, you know, smooth quartz stairs, typical kind of stuff, levers, buttons, dispensers, iron trap doors, bunch of detailed blocks. But it's similar, but yet different at the same time to the Volstok payload. But in the center here, we will have an anvil, and then circled around by iron bars, just like the Volstok rocket, it is the decoupler. Now, on top of that, it is, wait, yeah, 2 blocks tall of the orange concrete, and similar, same shape actually as the Volstok rocket, just slightly different. So plus sign shape of the orange concrete, and then white concrete, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 to 4 of the lime terracotta, and then 1, 2, 3 of the light gray concrete, white concrete, and then stairs, and then the tippy top. So a band of white concrete here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and white concrete, stair, and then the tippy top here. So if you just do that on all sides, like so, stair, and then same thing here, boom, and then just like so. It's just the same thing on all the sides, just like many of the things that I build. They're very symmetrical. So that is the general shape of the payload here. Now slap some iron trap doors on the front here, levers in the back so they fold up, as this is kind of the cockpit, and get a dispenser here, as kind of looks like the entrance to the Voskhod cockpit. I said in, you know, the part where we built the Volstok upper stage, the Voskhod cockpit is basically like a bathysphere, but bigger, as the Voskhod cockpit is meant for more people. I believe it was 2-man mission. The Voskhod 3 was a 2-man mission, along with the Voskhod. The Voskhod 1 was a 3-man mission. Voskhod 2 was a 2-man mission, and Voskhod 3 was a 2-man mission. Good. I have the wiki page pulled up right next to me, and I can't even speak correctly. Alright, so just adding some extra details on the sides around here. I'm not super great at doing mega details, but gets the job done. But that is it. So that is the upper stage of the Voskhod rocket. I feel like I've been using the two words interchangeably now. My head's spinning a bit. But thank you very much for watching. This is actually the end of the video now. And leave comments down below for what space tutorials you guys would like to see next. Rockets, probes, rovers, whatever. So thank you very much for watching. Signing off for now. Goodbye.